Good morning, my brothers and sisters, and all my friends. This morning we are going to talk about our series Responsible Parenthood, Part 3. We have already done the power of mother, the first guru, and power of parents, the first teachers. This morning I would like to talk about the infinite innocence. A human child comes to this earth as a bundle of infinite innocence. And I would like to invite all of you for this observation. As we have seen that the young ones of all the animals, they all come here with their own operating system, a pre-installed operating system. What I mean by pre-installed operating system, when they are born, they already have the wisdom, a software installed, how to defend, how to run away from the danger, where to find the food. And it all happens so quickly. Within few hours, they know where to find food, where to find the milk, where to hide, how to run away from the danger, how to save themselves, and all the survival skills. All these survival skills are pre-installed. But I would like to invite your observation, my dear brothers and sisters, that the human child comes without any DOS. There is no pre-installed software. Comes like tabula rasa, a clean slate, as a bundle of infinite innocence. And let's not talk about few hours, but even for few months and some years, the child depends on the mother, completely depends on the mother, and cared by mother and the parents. What does it show really? Because this is the highest evolutionary attainment. This behavior must show us the evolutionary mandate. Why human beings? Because as we know that human beings stand up 90 degrees. This is unique with the human beings. But this observation is also unique with the young ones of human beings, the children of human beings, the human child comes to this world, comes to earth as a bundle of infinite innocence. And that shows us what the evolution is pointing to, what evolution is showing us the direction, which direction the evolution is marching. As we have observed in all the other kingdoms of life, beginning with the small bacteria which are invisible, we can't see even with our naked eyes. And if we observe the behavior path from then onwards, and we see the plant life, the plant kingdom, and the animal kingdom, and then the different genera and species and all those classes of life, of animals. And we see that there is a progressive evolution of the trust. The progressive evolution of the trust is embedded in the life principle, in the institution of life. This is the direction the life is moving. I would like to invite your attention to the arthropods, the insects. My dear brothers and sisters, you will observe that till the insects, they all carried their exoskeleton, they all carried their armors, their shields on the back, not trusting life, not trusting infinity, not trusting the earth existence so much. They were all scared that something is going to fall from the sky, so they need a big shield, like a turtle, hiding under the shield. The whole life behaved like that till then. But after the billions of years, the life principle learned that there is no danger coming from the sky. And why to carry this burden on the back? My dear brothers and sisters, do you know that it is very hard to carry weight all the time on your back? It's a big burden. So the life decided to turn the coat, and it turned the coat inside out, so the exoskeleton went inside and became the endoskeleton. All the dangers, all the untrust, not trusting the infinity, not trusting the existence on earth, all those fears went away. And the hard part, the exoskeleton went in and became the endoskeleton, and the softer part came out. What is this phenomena of turncoat? This phenomena of turncoat is to establish a quantum jump, that from there onwards we are going to practice trust. We are going to practice innocence. And it went on and on, the story of evolution, and finally came to humanity, which is the apex of the genetic evolution, of the natural evolution. And a human being is the apex of that evolutionary station. My dear brothers and sisters, and finally we have reached to the stage where the young ones come to earth as a bundle of infinite innocence. And this observation calls upon us to look at the evolutionary direction, the arrow of the time, the arrow of the evolution. And the arrow of the evolution is pointing towards to practice infinite innocence and infinite trust. My dear brothers and sisters, that's what the human child is. The human child comes here all naked, without any tools of offense and defense, without any thick hide or blankets, and comes with the infinite trust that my mother will look after me. So it doesn't bring any DOS, any pre-installed disk operating system. Comes as the tabula rasa. I invite you, my brothers and sisters, give a thought to this. Why the life principle, why the old wise omniscient life principle has done this? And what life principle wants to attain out of this? Because my brothers and sisters, as it said in the Bible, that to enter the heaven, you have to become like children. Means you have to become so innocent and that trusting the God. So we have to become and practice like children to enter the heaven, as it says in the Holy Bible. My dear brothers and sisters, that is our evolutionary station. And what does it mean by? That we are the gateway, the humanity, the humankind, the institution of humankind, the life principle is a gateway to spiritual existence. Non-local consciousness, where we come out of this closed architecture of consciousness of our body. From the local consciousness, we march towards the non-local consciousness of knowing everyone and feeling everyone and communicating with everyone in the universe. That's non-local consciousness. We come out of this prison of the closed architecture of the consciousness of our bodies, our physical bodies, and we become non-local, where we could feel the whole humanity, where we could feel all the sentient beings, where we could feel all the universe. And that is only possible when we cultivate the innocence and the infinite trust. So the human child comes to this world with the infinite trust, trusting that his or her mother will look after him, comes without DOS, and believing that her mother or his mother will write the software because they have the experience, a great chain of experience handed over from generations. So their wisdom, experiential wisdom, is far more important, far more practical, far more true to the earth existence. So why to bring the software? So the great cosmic volunteer, the soul, the divine soul, which volunteers to come as a child, as a human child, and take the admission in the earth school, in the home of that couple. And that home becomes the earth school for this great cosmic student, the human child. Waiting for the mother to write the software, waiting for the father to write the software, and then work accordingly, whole life. We have certain psychological traits which we call precognitive commitments, written by the parents as software, as the DOS, as the human operating system, and they always stay as it is, as hardwired brain. My dear brothers and sisters, now we have to look at this. We have to realize very deeply our cosmic responsibility towards this great divine soul, towards this great cosmic volunteer. The great cosmic volunteer who has come to take admission in our school, in our Gurukul, and has given us such a respect, a cosmic recognition that we are the only ones on earth at this moment to teach this human soul and help the human soul to evolve to the yet higher states. My dear brothers and sisters, how could we deceive that soul who has come here as a bundle of infinite innocence, has joined our school, our Gurukul, has taken us as the first parents, as the first teachers, as the first Guru? Can we afford to deceive that child? Can we afford to write the wrong software? Can we be so selfish? Can we be so careless and callous that we write tricks, we write shortcuts, dishonesty, hatred, doubts, jealousy, and unwanted competition with the fellow human beings? My dear brothers and sisters, I think if we could feel very deeply this responsibility of being the first teachers and being the first gurus of the human soul which comes here on earth as the infinite bundle of innocence, to our earth school, to our Gurukul, to our home, trusting and believing us absolutely that we will write the right software, that we will teach the right survival skills, that we will teach that human soul, the human child, the right truth and true experiential wisdom, honestly, and help this human soul to evolve to the yet higher state, where the human soul will be believing that the human birth is the greatest cosmic opportunity, that the human child will learn that the human body is the greatest cosmic instrument to create universal good, that the human child will learn from us the great universal truths which are written in the rock. The great universal truths, the third, that the human mind is the greatest cosmic co-creator in the universe, on earth. And a human being is not the owner here, but a custodian, to teach the honesty to the child, to practice the honesty, because one is not supposed to be the owner of a resource which is not created by the person. We didn't create the earth. We didn't create the life-sustaining resources. We did not create the biosphere. We did not create the great circle of oxygen we breathe, which was created by the bacteria. We haven't really created much around here. So my dear friends, how could we be the owners of earth? How could we the owners here, the resources which we didn't create. The truth is, the honest observation is, this is the honest experiential wisdom. The greatest universal truth, that the human beings are not the owners on earth, they are custodians. And to take the dominion of earth, because it is given by the great institution of evolution to the humanity to take the dominion, but to take the dominion like the molecule of chlorophyll, by service, by creating food for everybody. That little insignificant molecule of chlorophyll, which took the dominion of whole earth and made the earth green. That is the attitude, the sankalpa, the resolution to do good. My dear brothers and sisters, the human soul comes here as the bundle of infinite innocence and infinite trust in us, in parents, that they will write the right kind of software. And it comes without software as the tabula rasa. My brothers and sisters, let us be honest and take this greatest cosmic responsibility as the responsible parents. Thank you very much and have a very, very beautiful day, my brothers and sisters, and all my